Hey guys. Hello, my Brickster bots. Let's see. Whoops. Wrong way. All right. There we go. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Let me pull it up here on my computer. And we'll start going. Oh, I should probably shut off that, huh? Let's see. Let me turn off my volume on my phone. Sorry, I'm all discombobulated here. All right, there we go. How is everyone doing? I think it's just me at the moment. Oh man. I have my ghetto wet palette here, my ghetto palette, because we're going to be doing some white today, so that'll be fun. But I'm probably going to do some trim on some highlighting on these on the armor pieces there today, and then I'm going to be starting to do some white as well. For the lightning, for the plasma guns, etc. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be super fun today. And it is the last Wednesday afternoon stream, so sorry about that. I am starting summer classes, and one of my classes kind of falls in this time zone right now, so I won't be able to stream. It's okay though. I mean, I still want to stream on another day, but we're just not sure what day works best yet. I kind of want to get it a good gauge with you guys to see what day would work best. I did post a poll over on Instagram. If you want to go ahead and head over there to comment what day would work best for you. So I was thinking maybe Sunday nights. Sunday nights would be interesting. So we got Sunday nights. We have Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So if you want to head over to Instagram and go ahead and make that poll, go ahead and comment, or that'd be cool. Gives me a good gauge as to what to do next. Gotta pull out my little mini holder. There we go. Get some better angles. I was looking at these guys the other day, and I was a little disappointed with how the gray came out on them. but it's okay. I still like them. I like that these ones are maybe a little bit darker for sure. So yeah, kind of disappointed with that, but I don't really want to go over anything again just because that would kind of upset the red that I have already. Just fine, but I just didn't want to do that. Anyone else excited for the new starter box? I certainly am. I don't think that I need the intercessors inside of it though. I definitely don't need to watch, or I don't need to get the intercessors from that box. So I might just end up, selling those or something like that, giving them to a friend who wants to get into the hobby. So we'll see. But welcome, welcome, everyone. I see that there's a lot of people here starting out. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Oh, I was able to play a game with my Night Lords on Monday night, and it was a fun game. But I don't like using like mutated vehicle, mutations or defilers and stuff. For my Night Lords, I have a very thematic list for my Night Lords, so they're a little underpowered, just a little bit. So, I mean, if you can't tell, I did in fact lose, but it was still fun nonetheless. Just hanging out with my friends is, fun enough for me. Hello, Sebastian. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. On this fine Wednesday. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad you came over to watch for a little bit. Just doing some trim right now. Just some highlighting, I guess. Yeah, I'm doing good. Um, Next week I'm starting classes for summer, so I won't be able to do Wednesday streaming anymore. But I do have other days that I would be down to stream on. So if you guys want to go over to my Instagram, it's on I think I have it linked uh, on my links here on YouTube. Trying to think of the word. I think I do have it here on my homepage. So if you want to go ahead and go over to Instagram and post which one, I think it's in my stories. If you guys want to post what day would be best for you to stream, I will take that into consideration. the game that I was playing on Monday night was pretty fun. It was two, so altogether there were four of us, so three of my friends, and so what we did is it was basically a 2v2. We both had 1,000 points, and we were just fighting against each other. So me and one of my friends, he brought his Night Lords as well, so we had a nice little Night Lords team going on. And then my other two friends had Salamanders and Ultramarines. So yeah, we kind of got pwned a little bit. We were doing pretty good in the beginning, just getting a lot of secondary missions. But yeah, Night Lords, they can hit hard, but they can't get hit. So unfortunately, yeah, we did eventually get tabled, but it was still a good time. What other hobbies do you like to do? Oh, hey, Sal. Oh my gosh. What's up, dude? Um, what other hobbies do I do? I do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. So I like using Lego for Dungeons and Dragons. So I build a lot of terrain and whatnot for that. So yeah, I do Dungeons and Dragons, obviously 40K painting, and then I like Call of Cthulhu as well. I don't really get to play Call of Cthulhu that often, just because most of my friends want to play D&D, and that's fine. But I actually like Call of Cthulhu a little better than D&D. Okay, so I think I like the trim on this guy here. I think we're good on this guy. This is one of my favorites, by the way. I just love the robot arm and the plasma pistol here. I love that. So yeah, we're gonna go crazy today. Hopefully I will be able to finish most of these guys today. It was really cool. I actually met someone here on stream who also uses Lego for their D&D, and so I've gone ahead and followed them. Brick Holder. So I went ahead and followed them here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and wow, I'm just so impressed by what they do with their Lego for D&D. It looks like he's built like an entire modular system for his dungeon tiles, and it is amazing. I just I use what I got. I don't really like spending a lot of money on like custom builds for Lego. Um, I have other expenses like, 40K, and I have a lot of Lego if you guys can't see behind me. So I just like to use what I got. So a lot of my builds are kind of simple, but still I like to try and keep it modular. Still like to try and keep it modular though. Ooh, I probably won't be able to get the transfers on today. Unfortunately, probably won't be able to get to that. But I think that the painting will be done today for sure. Or at least most of it, the majority of it. And that's kind of what happens with my models. The majority gets done, and then I have like 5%, 5 to 10% left, and I just kind of forget. So, when I played with my buddy, he has all of his Night Lords in, Night Lords blue, and they look beautiful. But mine are, I have the Bat Lord, the Lego Fright Nights Bat Lord theme going on here. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. I'm not really paying attention to the placement of the camera. Yeah, so sorry. I'm kind of just doing what's comfortable for me. Okay. Need to get my brush back to a little point there. Okay. We're looking good. Let me get a little bit more kind of right here on his butt. A little bit right there. And then right on his waist pauldrons. Right there as well. Okay. There we go. And let me try and get a little bit more right there. Okay. Cool. Cool. That guy over there. This guy's gonna be fun to paint. Since he doesn't have a helmet on, he has just one of those one of the helmetless faces from the what is it called? The Red Corsair Raiders. And you guys can probably hear those chickens barking right now. Sorry. We got some chicken action going on right now. I did close my windows. My parents' chicken coop is right outside my window. So I did close my windows earlier today. But yeah, you're still probably going to hear them. They're loud. They're real loud. See if I can get in here. Yeah, that's fine. I can't wait to do the leather on these guys too. The leather for their gun holsters. And of course the skin, skin is always fun to paint. the trim right here on this arm. I love this little brush. This little brush has got to be one of my favorites. I just like getting in these little details here. Wow. There's a spot on here that I guess I missed when I started painting these. There's this little tiny spot right there. So I will go ahead and do that real quick. Little tiny spot that I missed last time. So... right here. Before the stream, I went to the gym, and on one of the TVs, they were playing Total Recall. Now I want to watch Total Recall. That's a fun one. This was the Mechanicus Gray that was a little bit dry last time. I did add some more of that paint thinner, so we'll just shake that up. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I need to get this trim right here and right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're good for now. For now. I might have to... I got some magnets for these guys, and this one has been like falling off for some reason. Because they do have like a little sticky bit, and it's just been falling off, so I might have to glue that down on that guy. Because as I was putting it on this little base holder, it started to come off, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, after today's stream, I'll go ahead and check. I'll check over on Instagram to see when or what options people picked for the days for me to stream, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll see. Doing a little dry brush there just to bring it out a little bit. My Night Lord's friend, who I was playing with, he keeps like just glazing my models. He's like, dude, they're so good, and I'm like, they're really not. Like they're really not, dude. They're kind of bad. But he loves them. Ooh, I also do want to try something out. I want to try and see how it looks. I kind of want to put a wash of Aethermatic Blue on their blades. I feel like that'd be kind of cool to see because they are power weapons. I did have the idea of just kind of like dry brushing some white on to these little parts right here, just kind of doing a quick dry brush and then putting, a very thin layer of Aethermatic Blue down. But I also just want to try and see what it looks like to just put Aethermatic Blue just like on the chrome. I feel like that'd be kind of cool, but I'm not sure. So just on these like power glaives. Sick. I see another spot that I missed from the other day. Let me, I'm gonna fix that too. I'll take a second here. Take a little breaky break. Just a little breaky break. Put this guy back on here for now. And as you can see, like, I mean, if you can see, there should be a little bit of red there that I forgot last time. Crazy how that happens. That's what happens when you batch paint. I like batch painting because it's kind of helpful for my process, but maybe I shouldn't batch paint because I forget stuff. I skip it on accident. It's gonna be interesting just to get a little beep 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 beep. Okay. Just a little dollop right there. And some more kind of right there. Okay. There we go. And last guy to get for that trim. And I see just the tiniest little spot where I didn't get the red. So let me get that real quick. Okay. And I guess right there, yeah. Yeah, there were some spots I missed. Because it kind of looks like lightning, but it's not. It's definitely not lightning. It's definitely just part of his little outfit here. So I may need to put some null oil over that before going any further, but we'll see. We'll see if I remember. We'll see if I even remember to do it. Okay. Cool. All right. Back to Evil Sun Scarlet for the edge highlights. And it looks like I got some on his his engine there. That's okay. Nothing a little bit of black paint won't fix. Their armor's supposed to look cruddy. It's supposed to. Got that right there. what I'm thinking of doing with the intercessors that come with that box is either trying to sell them off to someone because I already have intercessors. Either try selling them off or building them and just having my friends paint them all because I have a lot of friends who have expressed interest in this hobby, but they don't want to commit, which is fine. It's understandable, but I want them to commit and I want to show them that like it's really easy to do this. Even if it looks bad, like at least it's painted and at least, you tried. And so I can at least have those intercessors off to the side and be like, these are my friends' intercessors. So I think that'd be nice. Because I already have 10 intercessors, and that's kind of all you need. You kind of just need only, 10 of them. You don't need 20 intercessors. I mean, at least I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so, but you know. And gosh, I don't think that's the meta, is having 20 intercessors. No, I don't think so. So yeah, I'd like to just let my friends kind of paint them up however they want to. I think that'd be nice. Coming over and just being like, yeah, just paint them, dude. Having a little painting party with my friends who have not committed yet. So I'm looking at you, Sal. If you're still in the chat, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Sal. You're just gonna have to come over and paint some of my minis. Have an intercessor party. Okay. I think I'm good on this guy. All right. So now the fun part. I don't know what to do next. I have so many options for what I could do next. I either get started on some white, which I'm not excited for, but I will do it. I have my ghetto palette, my ghetto wet palette here. So I could do some white. That's an option. Or I could work on kind of their bases a little bit. Do some leather work. Work on the leather. That'd be kind of cool. Let me pull out my brushes. And then I think, how many of them? No, only one of them. Only this guy has some. I could do that, I guess. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second here. Bugman's Glow for their skin capes. So yeah, we'll do that real quick. I'll just get the base down for their skin capes. And after that, I'll kind of figure out what to do next. Now, what am I doing? I have to get him on his little base stander. The little mini stander. get like just in there, just a little bit. There we go. Nice. And behind his butt. Back in November, I bought a combat patrol for my friend Mauricio. And I wonder if he's almost done with that yet. He got Tau Empire. Um, let's see. No, that one's good. I want to put Bugman's Goal on this one because it's like a weird little like demon face. And my idea for this one is that it is in fact a demon face and it's been stretched over the armor. So I wonder if Mauricio has finished his Tau combat patrol. I hope he has. I want to play against some Xenos. Okay. So I think that's it for, which is kind of crazy. For all the fleshy skin bits, I think that's it. It's kind of crazy. I feel like there were more on the other ones, but I don't know. I guess. So I use dryad bark for their for the leather on their uh, weapon holsters and whatnot. So I'm gonna get that going. I just like how dark it is. And I did, in fact, put holsters on all of them now. I want to go back to my other Raptors and put the holsters on those as well. I just kind of forgot to when I first did it. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I think I just got too excited. Which happens. And then he's got like leather on his glaive here. So I want to put some leather there. And then it's going to be kind of an awkward angle to get right there. And you can't really see. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and then his belts too. All their belts need Gorthor Brown as well. It's going to be kind of hard to get in there, but we'll make it happen. Okay. Cool, cool. There we go. I should probably be using a different brush for this. Kind of one of my ratty ones. Because these are nice. I like them, so I'm just gonna switch over my ratty kind of brushes. Yeah, there we go. Because I'm kind of flicking it around here, kind of being a little dangerous. I've noticed that doing this kind of ruins the brush. So, yeah. It's kind of hard to get in there. And I put my finger on the rest of it, so let me get over that again. And I think what I'll do is I'll do like a little dry brush of let me think, Gorthor Brown, I think, just to bring the highlight out a little bit more on the leather for that. For the glaives, that is, for the glaives. And then for the back, for like the weapon holsters, like I'll just kind of do an edge highlight on there for that. Little spot you can't really see. That's fine. Heretic. Yes. The Corpse Emperor. Death to the Corpse Emperor, dude. He betrayed us. Brickholder, before you got here, I actually mentioned you. Gave you a little shout out, dude. I was talking about how cool your modular minis, your modular dungeon tiles were. They're really cool, dude. I love them. Yeah, of course, man. Ah, I did forget. I forgot something. I did put a purity seal on this gun. It's not a purity seal. It's not a purity seal. But I did put one on there, so I need to get my Bugman's Glow out again, just to kind of grab that. My purity seal. Yes, it is the kill team. Yep. I have not played any kill team yet, unfortunately. Um, I just use these obviously for Raptors because these new molds are really cool in comparison to the old ones. Way better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I decorate the bases later. Honestly, like I've barely started decorating the bases. Um, yeah, when I first started out painting my minis, like I didn't decorate them at all. But it's only been maybe in the past month that I started decorating them. So yeah, um, I know that you're kind of supposed to decorate them before you put them on. I know that that's easier. Live and learn, I'm also just kind of excited to get to just build these guys. I don't want to have to do the bases yet. I just want to just want to get them done. So it is part laziness, part just excitement. So yeah, I decorate the bases later for sure. I feel like that's like the least important part in this. I'd rather just get them table ready. You know, I don't want to have to decorate the bases. But I have started doing it. Yeah, I have started doing it. But it wasn't like a top priority when I first started getting into the hobby. So hope that makes sense. Tiniest bit you can see there. I'm not going to worry too much about it because it's really hard to see back there, so I'm not going to go crazy on that. Let's see. His belt. Got to get his belt. You can kind of see that right there. And then you can kind of see the belt right there. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Well, should I paint the base? Should I start doing the bases or do my least favorite part, which is the white? Gosh, I hate painting white. I hate it so much. Start painting the bases up, get them a little gray with the stone there. Or doing white. My least favorite part. I'll do white. I'll do it. You guys are... I'm giving you a show today. How much I hate doing white. Okay. So I get a little bit on there. And then I do water it down a little bit. Again, this is not something that I do normally. I'm pretty bad at it. So, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. It's kind of the right consistency I need. Yeah, I have ultramarines. That's kind of what I started with. Me and my brother, we went halvesies on the starter box that came with all the paints. So he took all of the Tyranids, and I took the Ultramarines, and I painted them as Ultramarines too. So yeah, I know that Ultramarines are kind of white bread, but yeah. So all of my guys are Ultramarines. All my, I have painted them all as Ultramarines. When I get the starter box, though, I think I am going to paint them something different. Or not the starter box, the new 11th edition box. I think I am going to do something different for their paint scheme. Man, why am I not using the base holder again? Gosh, I need to do that. That one's going to be annoying. There's one on his inner leg right here. This is going to be tough. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Not as bad. Okay, nice. All right. But now, now what I have to do is I have to get his face. Ugh. I have to get the teeth. It's so hard. So, kind of pulled a little bit off on that skull there. Here we go. It's just so scary. I hate doing this. However, I'm gonna continue before I speak too soon. Let me finish this before I speak too soon. Okay. It's kind of hard to see with my stupid camera, but it's pretty. I like where it's placed. Let me get a little closer on my end here. Just slightly. Just. And then what I do is I put some Nuln Oil over it afterward. And he's got a little skeleton here on his knee pad. I gotta get that too. Oh, Skelly boy. Might have to go over that with another coat of white, but yeah, we're just really taking our time here. Because this scares me. I feel like it's just so easy to mess up on white. Okay. I'm liking it. I like it. On to the next one. Man, I love this brush. It's so nice. Oh my gosh, I love it. You can just get so detailed with it. It's just such a fine point. I love it. Got some lightning runes right in here. This is going to be annoying. Okay. Not that bad. You can barely see it, so not horrible. The foots. The foots. What do you mean the foots? Did I miss something? Okay, now I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not. I do need to get his face again. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll probably have to go over. Probably have to do another coat on the face for sure. All right. Nice. How can he run with the claws? Well, he's not supposed to. He's supposed to be flying because they have these jetpacks. Uh, and so they're kind of based off of like birds of prey. So that's why they have the claws on there. I kind of messed up on that one. Dang. Yeah, so he's not supposed to be running. He's just supposed to be kind of like flying everywhere. Hence the talons. In a Space Hulk? You mean the Terminators? Oh, if he's supposed to be, yeah, I don't know. If he's walking around, maybe they can like retract. I don't know. Found another spot that I missed. Whoops. All right, whatever. Yeah, found another spot that I missed. It's okay. Now it's time to get this up here. Oof. Not my best work, that's for sure. They need hoverboards. They got hover jetpacks, dude. They got jetpacks. They don't need hoverboards. They can hover all they want. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, not my best work on the head there. Kind of sucks. Because there's that engraving up there. It's okay. Now this is going to be difficult again. Trying to get in here behind this foot. Gosh. I think that's the best it's going to get. I think that's the best. You pull up on this one. And he's got another lightning rune right here. And he's got another one right here. And then there's one, it's kind of like behind his little close combat weapons. So it's kind of hard to see. However, I need to get this right here, his plasma gun. I think I missed the other plasma gun too. I need to do that one. I won't know how much the fuel costs with their jetpacks. Yeah, we don't ask. We don't ask how much fuel they or how much it costs, dude. No way. Probably way too much. Maybe Abaddon can give them some jet fuel. Maybe he's nice some days and he's like, ah, here's some jet fuel, Night Lords. You did well. Because Abaddon's got the resources. And then I have some skulls right here. I'm going to paint those just a little bit. Probably shouldn't have done that, actually. Probably shouldn't have gotten the skulls because I wanted to dry brush uh, something. No, no, that's okay. I wasn't gonna dry brush that. I was gonna dry brush the leather on their weapons. So yeah, let me get this guy's plasma gun here. Fuel for souls, yeah. Soul fuel. Oh, and then there's this skull right here. I guess I forgot. And I have to paint that. Okay. See, I am just always forgetting stuff. I just get too excited. Oh, thank you so much, dude. Thank you. And I don't know if you saw, this is going to be the last Wednesday stream that I'm going to be doing because I'm starting summer school. So it's going to be the last Wednesday afternoon stream, but I do want to do some streaming on a different day. I just haven't figured out what day to do yet. So I was thinking maybe Sunday nights, Monday afternoons, uh, Thursday afternoons, maybe, or Friday afternoons. Sunday nights would be fun. That would be fun. But you're in Europe, right, Brickholder? Like you're not here in the United States, right? You're in Europe, so Sunday night might be a little rough for you. Friday. Okay. Same time, I take it. Oh my gosh. That's late. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Have I finished the other five? Kinda. I mean, not really. Like I need to put the achromatic blue on the lightning. I need to get the red on their uh, on their heads. Um, I do have a yeah, I do have a 5-man of Raptors already, and those ones are pretty much finished. I even did start working on the bases for those as well. I did start putting some of that dirt down. Uh, so yeah, I those ones are pretty much done. No, no, it doesn't. The Raptors only have five. Yeah, yeah. It kind of sucks. There's only five models in the Raptor box. Well, with the kill team, you get an extra model, so you get like a Chaos Lord. Um, you do get the Chaos Lord with the new kill team box, but like obviously you kind of just need one of those. Yes, there are chickens in the background. My parents have chickens, and so their coop, the chicken coop, is right next to my window, and so I've closed the window, but they're very loud. So yes, there are chickens in the background. Yep. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what to do next. Um, what I could do is I could just put some white into their jetpacks. Since I have the white out, I should just do that. I should just get some white in there just for later. I don't plan on doing the jetpacks today, but I will put some in. Just to kind of get it started. Because whenever I get the white out, I always feel like I need to just use it as soon as I can. Because I don't like wasting it. There's a new law that's coming into effect in the city that I live in, where I think you can start having pigs now. So I think I'd like to get a pig. I love pigs. They're so cute and they're funny. So I would like to get a pig. Then we'll have a real farm here in Southern California. We'll have a farm. Be funny. Okay. Cool. What I want to do now is I want to do something different. Is I want to put a little bit of white onto these the power glaives. So just like a little bit of white right here. I've never done this before. Because I want to put some blue there. Sorry for the bad angle here, guys. Okay. Because I want to give it a little bit of a blue glow. So, yeah. Cool. Okay. Now I'm thinking again what I want to do. Maybe there's like a couple little things here and there that I need to fix up. For example, like some of these guys have their weapons back here. And I think this guy, yeah, I didn't paint his little dagger. So I'm just going to paint that dagger real quick. Just get it done. Just get some lead belcher. Would there also energy on the cut of the blades? Yeah, probably. So you're thinking like I should do edge highlights of white as well on the blades? You're not wrong. That's actually a pretty good idea. So I think I'm going to do that. Thank you. Thank you. Let me do some white edge highlighting then. Because that's a good idea. You're making my life harder. Ooh, that's going to look really cool. Thank you, Brick Holder. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Kind of go back. Kind of get that edge right here. Get a little thicker. Yeah. I'm excited to see that, how that turns out. I just want to get it a little thicker so you can see it. So it really pops. Okay, and then I need to kind of fix this one too. Just right on the bottom of the glaive. Just like right there. Nice. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. I just want to make sure that all the jetpacks have white underneath. Okay, cool. Sometimes Space Marines have little screams on their arm, but I'm not sure Chaos Marines also have it. Oh, let me show you. Let me show you. I did do it on with some of my Space Marines. Let me show you real quick. I need to pull it out. But it's probably my favorite thing that I've done. It's on my infiltrators. And on my infiltrators, I don't know if you've seen Fallout, but I put little Pip-Boys on them. So yeah, I have done it. The little screen here. This is probably like my favorite model. Probably my favorite model I've ever made. I just really like this one. I even got the red on the sights on their guns. Yeah, this is probably my favorite model. I love the infiltrators. Fallout Marines. They need a yellow number. Yeah. Yeah, they do. All right. I'm going to go pee real quick, but I will be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. All right. So let me think about what I want to do next. I could get the little bat wings. I could do the red trim on the bat wings. That'd be fun. Yeah. Also, I didn't paint. You see this guy right here? I didn't paint the little spiky bits on his armor. I think it looks pretty cool, but I was thinking of maybe doing it red. But I think that it looks already pretty cool. It's just black, so I think I'm gonna keep that like that because I think that it looks pretty cool. So I need to do the trim on their weapons. So that's one thing that I could do. Trim on the weapons. I could work on the bases, but that's kind of boring. Or I could get the red on their bat wings, on their helmets. So, Brickholder, you decide. I think you're the only one here. You decide. And get rid of my ghetto palette. Because I don't want to do the lightning runes yet. I kind of want to wait on that. So I was going to do Brass Scorpion for the gold bits on their weapons, their melee weapons. So I could do that. I could do that for sure. Yeah, I think I'll do that for now. Let me shake up my my Brass Scorpion here. Oof. Okay. All right. Oh, let me put him on his little base. Actually, I shouldn't have done this. What I should do is I should do that dry brush. I think the silver not bad. Same for the shoulder, but not sure. Yeah, I like it. I like the black. I like the black on the spiky bits here. Um, I think it looks pretty cool. I was going to do it red, but I think it looks pretty cool as black. So I'm just going to leave it. And I started putting Brass Scorpion on, but I forgot that I kind of wanted to dry brush like a lighter brown tone onto like the leather on their melee weapons. So let me get that out real quick. So I'm going to use Gorthor Brown for that. Oh, should have wetted my brush first. I always forget. Oh, whatever. Okay. So just like a little dry brush to bring out the highlights on this stuff. Just like a little. How much red types do you have? Maybe another type of red. So what I do for the red is I put down, first what I put down is Mephiston red. And then what I do is I put Nuln Oil over that. And then I go over it with edge highlighting with Evil Sun Scarlet. And then if I'm feeling really crazy, I do Wild Rider red. That's kind of too difficult to get in there right there, so I'm just going to skip that. It's kind of impossible to see anyways, so gets the point across. This is, right now, I'm just doing a little dry brush of Gorthor Brown over the Dryad bark. Yeah, so I use Dryad bark for their leather bits, not the skin capes. So for the leather, so for like their holsters and stuff, I use Dryad bark. And then I'm just doing a little dry brush of Gorthor Brown over the leather. Just to brighten it out just a little bit. It's pretty imperceptible, but if you look at it really closely, which my computer or my phone My phone doesn't really show the details that much, but me looking at it just off camera, it looks pretty good. Okay, now I'll go back to using Brass Scorpion. Brass Scorpion. Where is Brass Scorpion? Here's Brass Scorpion. And then I also use a little bit of Brass Scorpion on their belts here. So I'll do that as well, just to get it done. And then I kind of messed up there. That's okay. And then on this guy specifically, like he's got this little belt thing here, or not belt. He's got his little holster for his gun, and so I think I used a Space Marine holster. So it's got a little bit of gold trim right here on the bottom. It's again very hard to see, but yeah. I didn't want to give him just a regular holster because he's got a plasma gun and it's a little bit bigger than just regular bolt pistols. So I don't like to paint heads. I like the figures with helmets. My miniatures with no helmets look like they had an accident. Dude, I don't paint eyes. I know that that's like crazy, but I don't paint eyes. Like I'm not I don't want to like hate myself. So I just don't paint them. Some people, will probably be like, "Oh, you should paint your eyes," but like I just don't want to. What I'm wondering is right here under this like little engine part or this little mechanical bit, I'm wondering if I should paint that gold as well. I don't know if I should do that. Just right here. Right there with gold. This spot right there. I'm not sure if I should. And thankfully, with my Night Lords, I can just use a little bit of Nuln Oil and just throw that on their face, and that gets into the eyes. So because the Nostramans have like black eyes, so like, uh, you know, at least there's that. So I don't really have to worry about that. But like on my Space Marines, I do like some of them without their helmets. Like there are some pretty cool heads that don't have helmets on, and so I have painted those like a flesh tone. But I just don't go for the eyes. I just don't do it. Oh, for sure, the gold definitely has more contrast than the silver. But what I was wondering is like, should I put the gold right? So see the silver right there, right underneath the silver, this spot right here. I was wondering if I should put gold on there. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to do it on this one. I will do it on this one because he's got this spot right here. I like painting that gold. So I am going to do it on this one, and we'll see. I think no, because the gold, because it is then too much gold. Yeah, you're probably right. See, I'm going to try it on this chain glaive because I've done it before on this chain glaive with the with some of my Legionnaires when they have their chain glaives. So I'll show you what it kind of looks like. So it kind of looks like this. So yeah, that's what we're looking at there. So we want to compare a little bit. I think you're right, though. I think you are right. I don't think that I'm gonna do it on those ones. I think that it looks better on this chain sword than it would on the glaive. It's interesting that the Marines use chain weapons more to slay than to cut. Yeah. Night Lords use them. They love them. They love them. A little dot right there. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I did not get this guy's belt. We'll go back and do that. This guy, I got his belt. This guy, I'll have to just get his belt. I think that's all that he has that's gold. Nice. Okay. And then this guy. And then his weapons here, they do have like a little bit of gold on the bottoms, on the tips of the melee weapons. He's never going to use these. He's never going to use his uh, close quarters combat weapons. He's just going to use his chain glaive. But I just thought it was cool to put him on. Kind of messed up there. That's all right. Should use this again. Yeah, no circular. I mean, the Legionnaires have the circular ones, the rounded ones, but the Raptors, they love chain glaives. I want to keep my list of Night Lords very thematic. I don't really like I don't want to use any like crazy things. Like I was playing with my friend the other day and we were playing together on the same team and he had like a defiler, like a Night Lord's defiler, and boy, it was cool. But like I just don't see the Night Lords using a defiler. So I don't want to use it for my lists. Um, I guess I just want to play more thematically. I don't really want to play towards the meta. Now, Brickholder, um what models do you have? What armies do you have? I forget. I don't know if you said yet. Hell yeah. Space Marines from the Leviathan box, and a Repulsor and a Rhino. Also Necrons with 20 and a Bargeld and Overload. Annihilation Barge. Is that Oh yeah, that's Necrons, right? The Barge. That thing is super cool. I like the Necrons too. That would be another army that I would like to paint and build. Um, I just like the whole mummy thing. I just like space mummies. I don't know. So I would paint them with uh, you know, like shreds of skin or whatever on them. The Leviathan box is such a good box, dude. It's so good. I I could take or leave the Terminators. Like, unfortunately, I like how they look. I like the way that the Terminators look, but they just don't do what I want them to do on the board. Unfortunately. But the lieutenant with combi weapon, he's really good. What else is in there? Yeah, the Infernus Marines are so much fun. Oh my gosh. My friend, he plays salamanders, and so he is always burning me. He's always just barbecuing me. It sucks, but it's really fun. Those are really cool. I used to not like them. I thought they were lame. When I first started playing, I was like, no, I want to play as the Terminators. And then I'm like, oh, these guys are amazing. The Infernus Marines are so good. They're incredible. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna start doing the Aethermatic Blue on these guys, but I'm not sure. Do you think that I should paint the whole blade with Aethermatic Blue, or just try and get the white with Aethermatic Blue? That's the real question. Just the cut. Okay. Just the edge. Okay. I'll try that out first. Let me get the rest of these lightning runes first. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that looks great. That looks amazing. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my gosh. Thank you. See, that's what happens when we hang out here. We get cool stuff going on. We get amazing stuff. Great ideas. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow, look at that. That looks great. Um, for the Raptors, I'm running them as a 10-man unit, and I'm putting Harkan World Claimer with them, just to really tear stuff up. So yeah, but when I do have Warp Talons, and the Warp Talons, I just use the Warp Talons as a 5-man, and I give them a Chaos Lord to give them just some extra goodies. So yeah, I'm using a 10-man of Raptors. Unfortunately, though, I'm using the old Raptor models for my Raptors, so you know, could be better. The old Raptor models look all right. They're not as cool as these new ones for sure. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? No, one of them. Oh, okay, I already got it. He had lightning on his arm there. I was like, did I get that one already? I did. Which special rule do you like? I like the Space Marines with Firestorm Assault. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Um, that one is pretty good. Uh, I've just been using Gladius just to understand the rules more. I think that Gladius is pretty good. But yeah, I've been using that one, but Firestorm Assault's also pretty good. The Forge Father one is pretty good as well because my friend always uses. He's got a lot of Infernus Marines, and they just tear it up on the board. So good. The Forge Father. Because so if you like Infernus Marines, I would use the Forge Father one. But you have to have a lot of Infernus Marines for that. Or a lot of Flamer weapons. Because all Flamer weapons get like a bonus to their strength score, I think. So instead of a 5, they go to a 6, which is pretty good. Have a Lego Technic pin over here. So now what I'm gonna do, I guess I'm probably just gonna finish up the red real quick on their uh, on their uh, what is it called? The bat wings. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Yeah, I can add my Lego Dreadnought to the list. Yeah, pretty sure it's pretty much to scale. I don't know. I already have a Ballistus Dreadnought, though. I got it with the I think it was called the Iron Halo Strike Force. I got that for Christmas. Gave myself a little Christmas present and bought that. Nice. Kind of messed up there. Still okay though. Still looks good. Clean up a little bit there. Come on, red. There we go. Gosh. I must 3D print 1 feet for my Warhound Titan. Oh my gosh. You're still working on that? What an insane project. I wouldn't even know where to begin with something like that. Nice. Just build it out of Lego. Just build your Warhound out of Lego. Just do that. For something that big, I would just buy a bunch of like Elmer's glue and I would just grab some dirt and throw it on there because you would go through so many of these. You would go through so many of these things if you did that. I would just grab dirt. That's just me. Racket flesh. Closed. Yeah, fresh hair, dude. Yeah. I always give the Melta dudes just the freakiest heads. Just a little bit more, kind of right over here, behind his little neck here. Nice. There we go. I am going to do a little dry brush on his hair, but I'm just going to kind of wait on that for a little bit. Well, I could get the eyes, but I don't want to embarrass myself on stream. I don't want to embarrass myself for the helmet eyes on these guys. I feel like I definitely will embarrass myself for sure if I do that. I'm just going to start painting up these little stone bits down here. And eventually, for the little talons on their feet, I am going to put some chrome on those, but just not yet. Just because I want to get these bases kind of finished. And I'll probably dry brush some Dawn Stone over it. Just give it a little bit of probably Agrax first, and then like a dry brush over it. And I'm using one of my crappy brushes right now because this does not matter. For the wings, of my Night Lords? What you mean? Are you talking about the wings here on their helmets, or the wings here on the jetpacks? On the helmets. On the helmets, I used Evil Sun Scarlet, and then if I'm feeling really crazy, I go over it again with some Wild Rider Red. I didn't put the wings on their jetpacks, just because I wanted to differentiate them from the warp talons. I put that on the warp talons for sure, because I feel like those are more bird-like. Okay. I usually put the Wild Rider red in their eyes as well. Just a little dollop of it, just not much, just to give it a little more scary look. So I'll show you. Shake that up a little bit. So yeah, this is what I usually do. I usually just do the smallest little like edge highlight of Wild Rider on there. Just like a little bit, not much. Yeah, it's not much. Yeah. Just brightens up the top just a little bit. And then I want to do just like a tiny little dry brush of Administorium Gray onto his hair here. So let me do that real quick. It's like, oh. Guess I overdid it. He's got gray hair. Whoops. Whoops. It's not bad. It's just not what I wanted. So now what I want to do is I want to get not rattling grime. I want to just get a little bit of Nuln Oil and put it onto this guy's face, just so I can get into the recesses. And then I'll go over it with like another just tiny dry brush. Try to do a tiny dry brush application of some white in there, but we'll see. I might just do like a couple layers. We'll see. Onto the the tops where the highlights would be. I guess I could darken his hair down a little bit. I could do that. See if I can get some more in his eye right there. Right there. Kinda. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna fix my mistake with some rattling grime. Fix my mistakes with rattling grime. So it's a little too dark up there. We'll just kind of go like that. That's better. Actually, I kind of like that. Okay, not bad. That rattling grime actually really helped. Nice. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Sick. That makes me feel a little better. What I will do is I'll pull out the Nuln Oil again, and I'm gonna go over their heads and like some of these skulls. No, I shouldn't do the skulls, but I should definitely do the teeth here on their helmets. So just darken it out there. Cool. Nice. Thanks, dude. Thank you. And right there. And this little skull here. Do that. Nice. Okay. That skull, I think I want to do it like an actual skull, so I'm going to go back over it with some of the white that I have. My Army Painter white, or not Army Painter, my Vallejo white. I just kind of want to bring it out a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm excited for sure, because I mean my army is pretty heavily melee. My Night Lords are, so I am hopeful that my guys aren't as bad as they once were. And same on this one. I'm gonna pull the white out a little bit more too. Okay, sick. And then I forgot the null oil on this other Raptor here. With the 30k helmet. So let me get that. This 30k helmet, Night Lord. Yeah. You know, not great, but not bad. Okay. Cool. We are almost done. This is kind of a weird one. What I'm going to do here, I want to use Flesh Terror Red on this thing right here. I want to see how that looks out, or that turns out. I think it'll be okay. I love Flesh Terror Red. It's one of my favorite paints for sure. Just like spraying it, just spraying it around is so cool. Yeah, I'll put this. We'll say that this is like a weird demon or something that he has on his shoulder pad here. Is that a mound? Kind of looks like a mound. Kind of looks like one. But yeah, it's supposed to be like some sort of a monster, like a demon or something like that. Very corn. It's very corn, but I like it. It's just different. Just gotta stretch here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is just something really quick. I'm gonna put some flesh on their skin cape and on his little purity seal. I think Kislev flesh is my favorite one to do. I like that one. I like how that one turns out a lot. And I want to leave these little streaks in because I think that it looks pretty cool. Sick. And then for the other one, I'll just use Cadian Flesh Tone, the Purity Seal. I wish these guys had capes. I think that'd be pretty cool. They had capes, but kind of the jetpacks are kind of in the way, so I get it. You can't have a cape when you have a jetpack. That thing will catch on fire. Sick. Let me see. Chaos Purity Seals. Okay, so the Chaos Purity Seals still have the red on it. Oh, but it's like a darker red. Okay. I have some corn red. I'll use corn red. It's like a deep, like purple. Like a deep red, almost purple. I just had fun with these models while making them. I did a lot of kit bashing and just had a lot of fun with them this time around. I put weapons on that they're not supposed to have or whatnot. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with them. Sick. I don't want to do the eyes on stream because I feel like I'm just going to mess them up. But I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm going to go ahead and try. Got a little bit of it kind of going over, but it's kind of hard to tell. So all I need is just like a little tiny piece of black. It's a little bit of black just to kind of fix that. There we go. Yep. Kind of messed up there too, but it's okay. You can just barely see it, but it's all right. The other side was perfect. So there's one eye. And then there's the other eye. That one's good. That one's good. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I just had fun with them. I was just having fun with them this time around. So yeah, got a plasma gun, uh, chain axe, and then he's got some swords too. Yeah, I just had fun with these guys this time around. Did the stream stop at some point? Because I'm looking at my computer, or I'm looking at my phone right now, and it says 50 minutes. So I'm wondering if it stopped at some point. That would kind of suck. I don't think it did, but no, it didn't. Weird. Okay. It did not. Okay. So yeah, after I do the eyes, then I do the wild red. Just this tiny little beep. Tiny is uh, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared to do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and try. Gotta live a little, right? It just gives them a tiny little glow. Tiny little glow to their eyes. There we go. Man, we killed it today. Killed it. What I want to do is I want to look at my other Raptor with the Melta. So I want to see what I did for that. So this was my my other Raptor with the Melta, and I kind of gave it like a little glow on the inside. I think I went over with some yellow flash kits. That's kind of what it looks like, a little bit yellow flash kits, and then some Wild Rider red. So I'm gonna do that. Let's try it out. So here he is, just in those little recesses right there on the edges of his gun. And it's okay if it spills over too, because it's kind of a crazy weapon. It shoots like hot plasma, so it's okay if it spills over. Yeah. So I'll just let that dry real quick. It shouldn't take long to dry. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I do have these ones. These are the only ones that I have that their bases are finished. And they were the first ones that I did. So the first ones that I did with the bases. So I definitely have some room to improve on the base. If you use the front light yellow and get more of a darker effect. Well, I was gonna put the yellow in the back, and then I was gonna put red kind of on top. It should be dry already. I mean, gosh. Even if it's not, at least it kind of like blends a little bit. So I'll just do that real quick. Just get a little bit. Oh. There we go. Hot plasma. And then the flesh should be good. So I'm going to use some Gilliman flesh and just kind of brush over that real quick. My little fleshy bits here should be good. Nice. Now let's look at our friend, the Melta. Look at our friend the Melta. Kind of want to put some white, like just barely any white, like just on like the parts of his face that are higher up that catch the light. I'm not really that good at this. So this is going to be like a new thing for sure. So just like a little bit right there. Oh, now that sucks. See if I can maybe spread that around a little bit. Because what I'm just going to do is just kind of throw some more Gilliman flesh, or not Gilliman flesh, some Nuln Oil over that. Hopefully it'll turn out okay. Let's see if I can get his teeth. So that looks bad. That looks bad. But I'm gonna put Nuln Oil over it, and hopefully that'll make it a little better. I'll just let that dry off for a second. But yeah, we're almost done. That is crazy. I need to look and see what I did for the rest of their their heads though. Okay. So I put some chrome detailing on their helmets where their eyes are, so I'm gonna do that then real quick with some lead belcher. And then it looks like, of course, I forgot some more stuff on this one. So I'll go ahead and fix that because he's got some tubing here. So get that tube. And right there, there we go. Okay. Nice. All right. Cool. Sweet. Let me see. Where is this guy? Okay. Oh, is he? So they've got chrome under their eyes too. Okay. So how does that? Oh, okay. Okay. Got a little bit of chrome right there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let me redo that then. So we got, that one's okay. Where's the one I was working on? Okay, there he is. It's got a little bit of chrome under the eye that I will get. That actually helps because then I can kind of paint over the parts that got red over it. Nice. Okay. And this guy, okay. He's got just a little bit there. I kind of messed up on that eye. Kind of got some red over it. There's some chrome over the eye. So it looks like he's squinting. But I can go ahead and just fix that really quick. That's not bad. There we go. Ta-da! Fixed. Nice. And I'm going to go over my Melta friend here with a little bit of that, some more Nuln Oil. If I can find it. That's Agrax. Nuln Oil. Oh, here it is. Over here. Okay. Yeah, just so I can try and fix up that white that I got on his face, because he looks kind of like a clown right now, or he got a pie to the face. So let me see if I can kind of fix that. Nah, it didn't really work, but it's okay. Still kind of looks like he got a pie to the face, but it's okay. Maybe it's battle paint. Maybe it's war paint or something like that. Doesn't look that bad though. Oh, so we're almost done. There's just like a couple tiny little details that I have to do. Nice. One of the details, trying to think here for a second. What was one of them? I need to do some edge highlighting somewhere. I need to get the toes, but I don't want to do that yet because I want to do a dry brush on the rock bases that they're on. Exactly, dude. The blackness of their eyes. Yeah, I'll take it. I needed to get, I know what I needed to do. I needed to get the shading on their, like, their holsters. Let me find the right brown I was going to use for that. So I used Dryad Bark, Mornfang, where is it? Oh, Gorthor. Okay, it's Gorthor brown. Okay. Just gonna edge highlight just a little bit. Just like the tiniest little bit of edge highlighting right there. Sick. Okay. And then let's get this guy. He needs a little bit of edge highlighting on his little gun holster. Do a little bit right there. A little bit right here. Just a little bit on this strap here. So yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of edge highlighting. Nice. So sick. You can probably barely see it. You can probably barely see the edge highlighting, but I think I like it a lot. It's like imperceptible. But yeah, I'm a fan. Oh, I remember what that other edge highlighting was. I wanted to get some of that Blood Reaver flesh and put it on the skin capes. will do that as well. This isn't a skin cape, it's that evil, seal, but there we go. Like it's been like shredded. Nice. And then same for this guy. Sick. I'll just do a little bit back here as well. So that one, yeah, okay. We're good. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate a brick holder. Okay. Well, you gave me that idea for the blue on the edges of his sword, so I appreciate you. Okay. All right. I was gonna put Dawnstone on here already, but no, I should put some Agrax Earthshade down first, just to get into recesses. That's important. Just get some dirt effects. really spread this around. For some reason it's not really catching all that well, but it's fine. Okay, cool. Kind of laid it on thick with that, so I need to kind of wait. Need to wait to put the dry brush on for that. I kind of gave these, it's really weird. I gave these like a weird green color, and I kind of hate it. Because I saw someone online doing it like that, and it turned out really well. And so I tried it, and I really don't like the way that it looks. So that's something that I kind of have to work on a little bit. At least I have the white down for the engines, so there's that. Oh, there's the spiky bits on their engines. I should probably get that with some white. So let me do that real quick. Totally forgot about that. So Okay. Now that I think about it, I think that this is probably my least favorite part. It's painting these spiky bits on their jetpacks. Pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, if I do say so myself. Did you know you can create a list with Astra Militarum, and it's possible to add in a list of a Warhound Titan, 2 Little Titans, 1 Sister of Battle, also a Space Marine unit? Yeah, dude. You can add a lot of stuff. It's just that they don't get the army rule. And I don't know what the army rule for Astra Militarum is, but they wouldn't get the army rule, right? Isn't that the whole thing? Where if you add like units to your army that are from a different army, they're like an allied unit, they don't get your army rule. like I could have knights in my Space Marines, but they wouldn't get all the cool. They wouldn't get the what is it called? Oath of Moment for my Ultramarines. At least I think. I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the Dawnstone. Just going to do a light brushing of Dawnstone to these. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to where the camera is and where my model is. Sorry, guys. See if I can grab some more. Yeah, see, I got a little bit of some of that Dawnstone on his toe. So I mean, it's a good thing I didn't paint his toes yet. There we go. Wow. What I need to do now is there's just a little bit of some extra white bits on the teeth on their jetpacks. So let me, just some extra little parts that I forgot. Like as you can see, like there's some right there that I just kind of missed. So get that real quick. Do I glue the figures or do I connect it only? No, I glue them. When I get the new starter set for the 11th edition, I'm gonna glue those two. I'm gonna glue them together, even though they're snap. Like I'm gonna glue them together. That one's all right. And this crazy dude. And with that, I think that we're just about done. I still need to get some Agrax Earthshade on there, but I need to let him dry for a second. So there's also some little bits here and there that I need to kind of clean up. But yeah, I'm liking the progress that I've made today, for sure. So yeah, we'll let those dry for a second. Yeah, they look like teeth, yeah. So what I do is I paint it white, and then I go over it with Agrax Earthshade, just to kind of make it look more like bones or something. So I do have a little bit of Agrax. I'll start on that. Nice. Something right there. I need to kind of get some more on there. There we go. All right. I think that they are done. So we have this guy right here. Looking pretty good. We have this one right here. Probably one of my favorites. They're all pretty good. They're all kind of my favorites, to be honest. Oh, I mean, there are the transfers. That's a boring process, though. I usually do that off of stream. So yeah, with that, I think that we'll kind of end the stream today. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Thank you, Brickholder, for giving me good ideas on the edge highlights for the blades. I appreciate it. And thank you for everyone for showing up today. It's going to be my last Wednesday stream. I will figure out soon, probably by tomorrow, when the next day that I will continue streaming. Probably Thursday or Friday. We'll see. But yeah, guys, if you guys like this content, go ahead and subscribe. You know what to do. Ring the bell. We need to appease the eldritch algorithm gods here. And I'll take a picture of these and post them on Instagram when I'm done here as well, just to show off my progress. So thanks again, guys, for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. Thanks again, dude. I appreciate you coming here and hanging, Brickholder. So yeah, thanks, guys. I will see you all around. Have a good night. Bye.